Hello everyone, it's Giselle from Kids Yoga Stories, and on this beautiful spring day, I thought it'd be a great time to share with you Rachel's Day in the Garden. Now, what makes this book special is it's a yoga book, and how you know that inside you'll find little Rachel practicing different poses. So when you see her in the corner of the page, you're going to follow along and act out the story as we go along. So if you think about it, Rachel's Day in the Garden, think about what this story might be about. The subtitle is A Kids Yoga Springs Colors Book. So we might see some things in the garden. We might be seeing things about spring. What else do you think might be in the storybook? Let's see. Good morning, world, Rachel said as she basked in the rays of the yellow sun. Now you see the sun there. Let's practice extended mountain pose. Stand up really straight and reach for the sky as if it's sun. You're saying good morning to the sun. Let's go play in the garden, Sammy. Rachel scooped up her puppy and gave him a hug. The sky was a gorgeous blue. And you'll notice the colors that go through the story. Rachel and Sammy skipped around the backyard. Now this one's standing forward, bend down, see if you can touch your toes. And after a while, a little light rain began to fall. So let's pretend you're like the falling rain. The pair huddled under the green leaves of a tall tree. Rachel felt the rain gently sprinkling her face. She took a deep breath and smelled the wet earth. And this is tree pose for the tree. So stand on one foot and take the other standing foot, put it on your below your knee or above your knee. And let's practice tree pose with Rachel. Imagine what that smell is of the wet earth. Sammy looked up and tilted his head to listen. Rachel looked up too. A red bird was settling into its nest. See the little red bird here? Let's practice Warrior 3 pose. Stand on one leg, put the other leg out behind, and you can flap your arms as if you're a little bird. Then the misty rain stopped. Rachel remembered that she had pumpkin seeds to plant in the garden. She spaced the seeds 2 inches apart in the brown, wet soil. I love getting my hands sturdy. And now we do squat pose. You squat down and pretend that you're planting seeds, just like Rachel. Look at her puppy there. Look, Sammy, an orange caterpillar. Sometimes caterpillars are naughty and eat leaves, but they are still beautiful, Rachel said. Sammy barked happily. Now we'll come down to locust pose on our bellies, just like a caterpillar. Colorful, sweet-smelling flowers like tulips attract yellow bees, Rachel said. Bees help our vegetable garden grow. And we're going to go to hero pose, and you can flap your arms as if you're a bee and use that sound, bzzz, just like Rachel. Sammy wagged his tail. Sammy jumped up and down, trying to catch a fluttering purple butterfly. Silly Sammy, Rachel giggled. And this is cobbler's pose or butterfly pose. We're going to sit on our bottoms. Our legs are bent. You grab your feet just like Rachel here, and you can flap your legs as if you're like a butterfly. Butterflies love pink flowers, Rachel said to Sammy. That's why we plant zinnias. Now we're practicing flower pose. So just like from butterfly pose, lean back, balance on your buttocks, and lift your legs up, just like Rachel there. Put your hands, weave your hands through your knees as if you're a blossoming flower. Rachel and Sammy lay down in the grass, listening to the birds chirp. Just then, Rachel saw an amazing sight. Look, Sammy, it's a rainbow. I just love the rain. And we end our books in resting pose. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable. Think about all the signs of spring. Think about what kinds of things are in the garden, and think about that rainbow that's going across the sky. There you go. That's Rachel's Day in the Garden. I sure hope you enjoyed that and you can use this for your studies of garden or spring. Happy spring, everyone.